Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And now we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys. I may go off in this particular show, so make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, let me just get into this damn topic here. This topic is something that's going to annoy me. It's going to annoy a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to be in their feelings. I could give a damn about your feelings because I'm thinking about my feelings. This topic is already annoying me. What am I talking about? This morning was doing some research, and I came across an article here that highlighted some comments that Klutch Sports CEO Rich Paul had to make about the entire GOAT argument. And I believe he was on the show. They didn't really highlight the show. I wasn't sure what show he was on. Anyway, he was on there. And he was giving his take on why he believes that LeBron James should be considered the greatest player of all time. And then when he proceeded to basically make his case, he started giving some of the lamest, wackest arguments one would ever hear for a GOAT argument. So what we want to do is we're going to play exactly what Rich Paul had to say here, close friend of LeBron James, and then we'll come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what Rich Paul had to say there.
I said this, by the way, I get to ask this question all the time.
Okay.
I think Michael...
Because you don't see both from play.
I've seen both, yeah. And I think Michael transcended the sport. And I think LeBron brought a consistency to the sport that maintained its relevancy. So, you know, you see all these guys on TV every day, and it's like, oh, it's Michael and it's about the rings. Well, if it's about the rings, then it should be Bill Russell. Because he got 11, right?
Okay.
So if you're only counting 6-0 in the finals, okay, we give that, right? But when you're talking about how hard it is to get there, and if you're just making it about wins and losses, like if you want to move the furniture around in the room, we can move it whichever way to make it as comfortable as you want to make it. I don't really get into the GOAT aspect because it's going to be, you know, there's an older generation on TV every day with those slots.
Yeah.
They're never going to give LeBron that credit.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And I think LeBron was the first athlete he was the first social media athlete of his time.
True.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Where there was a 24/7, 365 news cycle on sports.
True.
Especially on the game of basketball. Michael grew the game. After 92, after he was in Barcelona, the game grew, right? So from that point, Michael transcended. Kobe came at a time right in the middle, which, again, he was, I mean, there's nothing you can say about Kobe. He's the perfect basketball player in a lot of ways. For LeBron to come on the back, both Michael and Kobe, and then maintain his consistency going to, LeBron's been to the finals half his career.
Damn.
Right? So that's pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of who has the microphone, right? I'm not going to be our guys in the barbershop or guys that's on TV every day because this is who they think is the GOAT per se. I appreciate all of them. And in addition to that, even more, you know, I just appreciate guys who play the game the right way, right? Who approach the game the right way. You got that in Giannis, you got that in Steph, you got that in the guy like Kevin Durant, and you know, they've shown that, so on and so forth, right? And you see guys like Draymond get a lot of criticism, but Draymond was a second-round pick. He's a 4-time champion, former Defensive Player of the Year, you know. You see guys like AD get a lot of criticism, but I can't help if I get hurt, etc. But when I'm on, I'm on. And so, you know, I'm a fan of the game, a fan of the sport. There's a lot of guys I rock with in the league. And the young, I mean, the game is in a great space with our young guys. They you know, when you look at them, guys that represent, guys that don't represent, they carrying it in a major way. So I'm more focused on that. Like I tune in to the young guys. I don't really get into the politics of who somebody think is the best because at the end of the day, that's just their opinion.
So you heard his argument. You know, I think Rich Paul has been drinking, his own Kool-Aid, right? Seriously, because it's almost like he really believes what he's saying. Like he really, 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 really believes what he's saying. I'm going to take my time on this show. I don't care if you get offended. I'm going to speak my piece. I'm going to say my mind. I'm going to speak my mind because it's our platform and we have the right to do it. It's our piece. God. The thing that annoys me about most people, I have LeBron James in my top 5. I think he's number 4 of all time. Number 4 all time. Kobe Bryant is my favorite player, and I have him number 3. But I'm not a type of fan that will just do whatever it takes just because I'm a fan and I cannot stop twerking. It's like I can't stop gyrating. So therefore, I'm going to look for obtuse, obscure, silly ways to ensure that my favorite player is mentioned as the greatest player. I don't know what it is with you guys. Why can't y'all just deal with the reality? LeBron is a top 5 player of all time. How is that an insult or a diss? Why is it that y'all got to be trying to strangle people to make him the greatest? This is what I can't stand with some of you LeBron fans. I can't stand some of you dudes. I really can't. It's not enough that people say he's a great player. That's not enough. What you want is everybody to feel the exact same way you do. And then you use these terrible, ridiculous, idiotic arguments to make your case. Let's get into what he said. He said, you got to look at, you got to talk. He talked about the journey of how he got there. Well, let's talk about this because, and this is the reason why I think Rich Paul's drinking his own Kool-Aid here. He's talking about LeBron James played the majority of his NBA career in where? The Eastern Conference. He moved to the West, I think in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, or 17 or something like that. He played the majority of his NBA career in the East. When he was playing in the East was a joke. It was an absolute joke. He played in a very, very weak conference where there were only like 1 or 2 good teams. And that was the reason he was able to get to so many NBA championship rounds. And there's data, because I know LeBron fans love data. What they don't like is truth. There's truth out there that shows that his argument that he just put forward is absolutely ridiculous to even consider. Here are the facts of the matter. Number 1, LeBron in the playoffs has faced or at least then, or overall, has faced 19 50-plus win teams. His record against those teams is 10-9. Hear what I just said. He played 19 50-win teams. I'll say it once more, since you guys are statisticians out there. He played 19 50-plus win teams. His record against those teams is 10-9. 10-9, barely above 500. Okay, you now fast forward, you look at Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan played 27 50-win teams. 27. That's more than LeBron. And his record is 20-7. 20-7 against those teams. So for Jordan to even make it to the finals, it's way more impressive because he was playing tougher teams to get there. Tougher teams. If you look at Kobe Bryant's record against 50-win teams is 25-10. He's played 35. Damn near twice the amount of 50-win teams LeBron has faced in his entire NBA career. So when he talks about, the road to get there was tough, it's like you're just inventing reality. You're just making up things. What are you talking about? It was tougher to get there. He then made another point, which was absolutely ridiculous. He said, we got a lot of older guys on TV, and those older guys are the ones that are saying, Michael Jordan is the greatest. But when we start getting younger guys on TV, they'll say otherwise. No, they won't. No, they won't. They're younger guys that think that Michael Jordan's the greatest. that do not think LeBron is the greatest, number one. Number two, you told a lie. One of y'all biggest plants in Shannon Sharpe, alleged plants, because I remember when Joy Taylor and Steven Jackson were on Undisputed, and I heard them say, not me, they said it, that I heard Klutch is giving you some dollars to be saying what you're saying, that you don't really think this. And then Steven Jackson said, yeah, I heard the same thing too. I didn't say that. They did. Not me. They did. Ain't no Jordan brand sending me no checks in the mail every month. None of them. So they said that. But anyway, Shannon Sharpe is in his 50s. Who's twerking harder than Shannon Sharpe on TV for LeBron? Who? He's in his 50s. So it has nothing to do with an age gap or, oh, well, the younger guy. No, it has nothing. It has nothing to do with age. And then at the end, he exposed himself. He said, well, it's in the social media, which brings me back to my original synopsis of this entire fake debate. It is based on smoke and mirrors and less than substance. It's more about some Houdini parlor tricks than actual substance. He then used this tired argument of, oh, well, if it's about rings, then Bill Russell should be the greatest of all time. Well, no, it's obviously a more nuanced argument than that. But we'll do it this way. Since you want to qualify, or rather disqualify people that will use rings, let's remove rings from the argument. How about we do that? And let's look at other things. Let's consider other things when we're looking at this debate and understand just how ridiculous and stupid it is to be even having this conversation in the first place. I'm gonna ask the audience a very simple, some very simple rhetorical questions. Who's the better offensive player between Michael Jordan and LeBron James? It's Michael Jordan, and it's not even close. Unless you're a troll or misinformed or delusional, self-deluded, that's the only way you would think LeBron is even in the same universe as I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. It hurts some LeBron James fans' feelings, but I'm gonna say it again. The distance between Jordan and LeBron is the distance between heaven and earth itself. That's what I believe. Jordan is by far the most superior player. He is. Offensively, nothing to discuss. Defensively, not even in the same league. Not even in the same universe. We want to talk about dominating. Jordan's teams went 8 years in a row and never lost more than 2 games in a row. Who has dominated like that before? Who has? Playmaking, I would actually put them equally. The only reason LeBron averages more assists because of the position he plays. There have been seasons when Jordan has averaged 8 assists a game. Do y'all know that? 8 assists a game. Did y'all know that? I'm sure no, Michael Jordan, no. All he does is score. How could Jordan average over 8 assists a game? It's impossible. Nick Wright told me otherwise. How is it possible? Michael Jordan, in the 1988-1989 season, averaged, in that season, he scored, what did he score per game? 32 points a game on 54% shooting from the field, 85% shooting from the free throw line. He got you 8 rebounds and 8 assists per game. That's with him being a 2-guard. That's with him not really making an emphasis to do that. If Jordan wanted to average 10 assists per game or 9, if Michael Jordan decided, he would have averaged probably 8 assists a game for his entire career, if he decided to. It's just that he was playing with Scottie Pippen. Has nothing to do with the fact that he's incapable. Now, some people say, well, if LeBron wanted to have 10 scoring titles, he can do it. No, he can't. Because he's limited offensively. Ooh, did I hit y'all in the heart, in the chest with that? He is limited offensively. If you watch basketball and you call yourself a basketball fan, you would know this. He is limited offensively. He doesn't really have a reliable mid-range jump shot. And the reason I'm giving it to you dudes is because y'all got the audacity to say that he's now on the level of Jordan. Y'all are not saying that he's a top 5 player. I won't be sitting up here wasting my time arguing with you people over that. But y'all want to take it a step further, so let's do it. What's LeBron's go-to move? Not that stupid ass, I'm going to look at the ball like Paul George said. That's not a go-to move. That's a gesture. What's his go-to move? Y'all tell me. What's LeBron's go-to move? If he needs a basket, what is it? Michael Jordan's go-to move is a pull-up jump shot and a fadeaway. And he shot that at an extremely high level. Let's compare them as post players. Who has the better post package? Who does? What's the thing LeBron does better than Michael Jordan? It's certainly not winning. So what's the thing he does better than him? What's the thing? Name 2 things. What are the 2 things he does better than? I can name you like 3, 4 things Jordan does better than LeBron. Which is why I said name it. He's a better scorer. He's a better defender. He's a better closer. He's more mentally tough than LeBron James. He's a better post player. I mean, it's not even up for discussion. Jordan didn't need to go join nobody to give him his heart. Let me repeat it again. He didn't need to go see the wizard to give him his heart. When did Jordan ever have to go join another player to show him how to lead? Bron joined D Wade. And the reason I'm giving y'all this smoke is because, again, y'all are saying that he's on the same level when he's not. He's not. He doesn't deserve to be sitting next to him. He doesn't. And I'm not even talking championships. If it's championships, it's nothing to discuss. And finally, I gotta say this: why y'all out here promoting second place trophy mentality? Y'all are the ones that are doing this, making dudes weak. Oh, but he came in second place. He lost. Why y'all counting L's? Like, well, you know, I went to that. I fought Mike Tyson, but you got knocked out. But at least I fought him. What? He lost. Stop counting losses as achievements. These are second place prizes. Y'all run around talking about, oh, he did it well. You know, he did it. He went to the fight. He went there so many times, but he lost. This is the only fan base that tries to make an argument for losing. You're talking about it's a social media thing. Show me the time in the playoffs or in the finals when Jordan ever had a series like 2011. When did it happen? Show me the time when Jordan got blown off the finals with a record margin. Show me the time Jordan got swept in the finals. Because y'all are basing your argument, well, he made it to the final. Okay, show me the time Jordan got swept in the finals. I'm waiting for y'all. Son got swept twice. 2 brooms. Not even a broom. One was a broom, the other one was a vacuum cleaner. Just suck them up out of there. Get them up out of it. Get them up out of here. The most annoying thing about this debate is simply this. Is that you guys make bad arguments. And you think that these bad arguments, you get angry when people don't accept them. These are bad arguments. Your arguments are lame. I have not heard one good argument for why these 2 players should be considered equals. Not one. Not one. He's been playing for 20 years. Fantastic. That's good for him. Not good when you're comparing him to Jordan. Not good when if you factor this. Rich Paul said, oh, well, he's been in the finals for half his career. What percentage of his career was he actually winning championships? Versus what percentage of his career was Michael Jordan winning championships? What percentage? Jordan played 12 full seasons with the Bulls. Full seasons with the Bulls. Half of those 12, he won 6 championships. 50% of the time, he was winning championships, not just going to the finals. He was winning. It's about winning, not about distorting and contorting arguments to make silly points. Y'all need to let this go. Jordan fans are not going to go for it. Basketball fans with brain cells are not going to go for it. They're not. If you guys want to believe that it is cool, that's what you believe. That's your God. No problem. But don't expect others to believe it and call it hating. If you call us hating, what y'all be doing to Jordan? Y'all are haters too. This is the joke of it. You run around talking about, oh, these are LeBron. What are you? What are you? Y'all are haters too. You thought y'all was exempt? So to me, I thought it was a ridiculous argument to make. He made absolutely no sense with his argument. Not one sense. And I know that's his man, whatever, but at least put forth together. I would give you more respect if you say, hey man, you know what? I think LeBron is one of the greatest players of all time. Hell, I think he's a GOAT. But in order for him to really convince people, he got to at least try to catch Jordan. But nah, it can't be like that. We got to come up here and start making these whack-ass arguments about, oh, well, you know, he went there 7 times or 10 times. Who cares? What did you win, bro? What did you win? Y'all acting like as if they give out trophies for losers in the finals. What, you got 10 banners in your house? 4 championships and 4 losers championships? What are we talking about here? Jordan got 6 of them. And he's undefeated. How are you going to argue against somebody that's undefeated? I don't get you dudes. How are you going to argue against somebody that is undefeated? How? Man, I'm done wasting my time with you guys. Catch you on the next show. Peace.